And we're back. So, we still have time. I'm not worried about the ball-tailed topics. As a quick reminder, how much time till the next curse. That's going to be a common theme. So we have time, so don't go too far away from this area. But let's go to the overgrown pool. Oops, looks like we had something pop up in our kingdom too. After we do the overgrown pool, we'll come back to the kingdom area to check out what just popped up, because again, it could be a problem we need to solve now. People want to rest, but I think we're okay. Treasure already. I like the sign of that.
Together we stand.
I'm gonna cautiously buff her up. We're not gonna go crazy here, but since everyone needs rest anyway, she can kind of blow her wad, getting everybody's armor up at least a point or two.
My skills are absolute.
Just letting the ink dry.
We do want to summon monsters. Let's take off the dogs and make wolves. Do a quick save.
Resting
Minimum
would
2,
be
we got the
nice.
minimum. Looks like we got
Don't you
more
think?
herbs.
I do what I must.
We got people. Lumberman, Korax. Looks like we got people. Korax, a group of hardy people with axes, most likely lumberjacks, are menacing a fragile Nixie. Two lumberjacks stand before her, relaxed and disconnected. The lead lumberjack shakes his fist at the Nixie and yells, "Let them go, you swamp freak. If you don't, I'll burn this rotten grove to the ground on my word." And then the Nixie or whatever says, her name is Melians. "You're the freaks and my name is Melians. Thank you very much. If you keep being rude like this, I'll just drown these jumbos in the lake, understand?" She calls them jumbos. That's cute. Noticing you, the lead lumberjack grins and waves. "You there. You seem a capable sort. Interested in some coin? Name's Korax, and we're loggers here in this forest. We could use your help in freeing our people from this Gorgon's claws." "We should help her. No, them. I don't know. Why can't people in Fate live in peace?" So solve the problem with force. Obviously beat the shit out of everybody. Neutral. Leave. I have no interest in your quarrel. Go ahead and fight if you want, but keep it between yourselves. It seems kind of jackasses. What's going on here? We were minding our own business, cutting trees and splitting logs, when this hag shows up out of nowhere, screeches at us, then jinxes two of ours and threatens to drown them. With these Fae breeding like rabbits everywhere, what's an honest, hard-working man to do? I totally get you, brother. Stupid Jumbo. You're the ones who breed like rabbits, spreading into more and more space. We've lived here since forever, and I've grown these trees for more than 100 years. Know them down to the tiniest leaf, and then you show up with your stupid axes to ruin everything. Okay, so we could reason with the loggers, or we could try to convince with a chaotic good effect here to tell Melians to let go. These people have families, which would probably be honestly the way I have to go. Chaotic good. Let them go, Melians. These people have families. You wish. As soon as I let them go, the whole lot of them will attack. If these goons want to go home to their stupid families, they're going to have to promise to steer clear of my grove first. Okay, so now we have to try to reason with the loggers. Listen to me, people. The loggers exchange lances, holding their hand on their axes. Shit. So we have a knowledge world check, which our proto-lich has a pretty good chance of passing. She needs an 8 or greater. A diplomacy check, and we have a 15, so Eliza only needs a 7 or greater, so that's a good one. Or an intimidate check, which is also Eliza, because it's the same. Oh wait, no, I take that back. So we see how her diplomacy is 15, and her intimidate is 17. She has a bonus to intimidation, so we have a really good chance to intimidate these doofuses, and she'll get more XP. She'll probably get the same if she does diplomacy. They're all 22s, so they're probably all the same. Well, that's a tough choice. Clearly, we want to do diplomacy or intimidate. Lawful, neutral. I'm the Baron of these lands, rightful ruler of the realm, and I haven't granted anyone logging rights to this forest. You should leave now, or you may regret it. That's kind of a dick thing. Diplomacy. Quarreling with Fae is more trouble than it's worth. You've no idea how powerful and thin-skinned they can be. Knowledge world. The forest is big. I'm sure you can find other trees to fell. Honestly, I would go with this one. Let's try it. Let's see if we can actually get it. And I want Proto-Lich to level up sooner than later. We need an 8 or greater. Come on, 8. Failure! Sure, there might be other spots with trees as fine as these, but how would we find them? And what if there's another Fae there too? Yeah, that's a good point. Diplomacy check. Okay. Quarreling with Fae is more trouble than it's worth. You have no idea how powerful and thin-skinned they can be. Success. There we go. The lumberjack looks at the Nixie with suspicion. Millians makes a scary face as she stretches her with hands out toward Korax, wriggling her fingers. Ooh. I kind of like her. All right. It's not like we're dead set on this grove in the first place. If she gives us back our people, we'll leave this place in peace, on my word. Okay, Millians, they'll leave this place and never return. Please release the hostages now. Oh, sure, and who's going to bring back my trees then? They come in here, smash everything in sight, and then just leave? No deal. Fix what you broke, then maybe I'll let them go. How the hell you got fixed trees? How do we supposed to restore a tree that already been cut down? You humans are always like this. Destroy, destroy, destroy. And then when it's time to clean up your mess, poof, gone. Fine. Then since you're clearly clueless, I'll tell you what to do. There are these magic thingies that look like little feathers, the feathered tokens. Throw one on the ground and anywhere in a tree springs up. Your people's mages who tread the swamps more often than the others, they can make them. Buying a couple won't break your bank. My cousin Teresia can also make them. She lives in the Gnarl Marches. Either way, you bring a handful of them back here, I'll let your goons go. Okay, so we could still fight these jackasses. We could still intimidate these dudes. Or intimidate her, excuse me. It's an intimidate check 25 for her now. Diplomacy check. More XP. We basically convinced Korax to buy these feather tokens. And again, if we pass the check, he'll do it. Pretty much no questions asked. He's not going to be happy about it. But then this resolves this matter. But we can wait here and bring back the feathers. So basically give ourselves a quest. I know me, I like quests. So they'll be waiting right here. It's not like they have anything else to do, right? Nixie chuckles as she tussles one of the lumberjack's hair. He smiles up at her faithfully. Pretty. Yeah.
I'm there.
That's what you get for messing with Nixies, man. Alright, so let's scout this area first. That's actually a funny little quest. And that's in our journal, by the way, under the Court Alchemist. Build a workshop, but we're still working on the building in that. Is it under errands? Yeah, it's under errands. Feather tokens, there it is. Okay, so just to remind you a little bit of information. So we can find feather tokens, we can basically just purchase one and that'll be enough.
Ah, test of my abilities.
Big doggy. Or you can, again, find her cousin, Millian's cousin, and she'll hopefully give her you some. Probably make you do a quest to get them, but whatever. Alright, Eliza. So you're probably going to rest your load on these guys. Bone Shiggle. Get them, brothers. These wolves. Oh yeah, they're my wolves. Ooh, well, we got the first one down.
Any last wishes?
Anyways. Ferocious wolf attacks my wolf. Proto Lich.
Out of my way!
Big damage, bastard. Dora.
You should have run! There's something here.
Treasure. Take the treasure first. Liza. Can you charge? No, you're tired as well. Everybody's fatigued except for our
Do not hold
undead.
back.
Okay,
Adventures can wait.
Skin him. I didn't get that one. Failed the check, huh? Ooh, wow. Oh, rolled real low. A 2. Wow, that was bad. Okay. So we got a little treasure in the area, no less. So that'll help pay for the coins that we're going to lose for getting these goddamn tokens. I suppose. Ooh, stuff here too. Ooh, there we go. Token of the Dryad. Again, something that we can give to the storyteller, and he'll happily. There's no exit there. It's up here. He'll happily take it off our hands for cash. So that'll be nice. And they don't weigh very much, so you can really stockpile a crap ton of these things, like the Torix pendant, the token of the Dryad. I don't have any of the coins or anything like that, but more of the same. They don't weigh very much, and they're worth a gob of money. And thank God they don't. The devs have decided that you don't have to have weight to the gold that you're carrying around, because we will eventually, like I said, have like $1 million gold. All right, so we have a problem back home. So we need to get somewhere in our territory. We can activate this. There we go. I want to see what that flag is. If it's something important. Merchants in the capital. Ooh, economy +2. Set up their stalls and wait for new customers. Boom, boom. Nice. Again, we're still waiting on finding an actual treasurer besides my mercenaries. And again, I can do that, I'm just not going to. Alright, so we have what looks like a little jaunt across the river here. And that could get us towards this bandit camp and the ruined watchtower. Of course, it looks like there might be hops, skips, and jumps across here, here, and here. So let's go to this one and cross over here first because it's close by. And then we want to work towards stuff that we know. Ooh, lone house. Sexy. Lone house. Okay. We're moving towards the bandit camp. Bandit stuff. Oh, there's the verdant chambers now. Remember, I have a quest. Damn, another red thing popped up. Random encounter on the road. I was supposed to go to the verdant chambers alone. You don't have a real time limit on that as far as any minute now kind of thing. Let me pause this. We're not in combat yet. It looks like bandits are fighting trolls. Not just trolls, branded trolls. And that's important. Okay, it's part of this story arc. So, bandit alchemist attacks branded troll with a tanglefoot bomb. Deals 0 damage. He should have done 12. Notice how the branded troll, something that's normally susceptible to fire and acid, is taking 0. That's what the branded means, okay? If you didn't know that, now you do. Notice how he has protection from fire, permanent, regeneration, fire, and acid normally stops that, but he again has that protection from fire, and it's a permanent buff on him. So we want to get in there and hit him with clearly acid stuff, and that's fine. Actually, I'm going to hold so that I can summon, and we already have fatigued and exhausted characters now, so it's even worse for us. Let's summon Doggy Horde.
I'm losing my temper.
And Skeleton Armada. Lindsay's so overweight she can't even move. That's what the little red pulsing weight means for her. She's overloaded. Liza, you are tough. You might as well just move forward. She's really exhausted. That's a -6 to strength and dex. That's a really big negative. Fortunately, with the summons, we should be okay. It's the trolls and I don't know about. Bandits are clearly a problem, but they're just people. Proto, come up here. Get you in range for all those sneak attacks and summons. These guys are tough. One dude finally got hit. There's another dude that got hit. Attack opportunity, that sucks. And like I said, so overweight you can't move. But you can hit this guy.
This is where I step in.
And that's basically it. Doesn't look like they're all branded trolls. Look like some are and some aren't. So that's probably to our benefit. I have a summons as well, and you know what? I'm going to find them. And I'm going to pour them right on top of these jackasses. So that's a necromancer and an alchemist. And they can be problems for us, and I don't want that. Here's the damage. Another goblin horde. Blindness spells. You got Black Cloud. That's how you know your character is effective blindness. Doesn't matter if it's a spell or just an effect. That cloud means blindness. That's the equivalent of you having total concealment when he attacks you. What does that mean? 50% chance that he'll just straight up miss you. Doesn't matter how strong or how weak he is. 50% chance first. If he makes past 50, then he can do his dice roll and see if he hits you. If he doesn't make it past 50, it doesn't matter what his dice roll is, he just straight up misses, which is awesome. It's kind of like displacement, but in reverse, or invisibility, but in reverse. Eliza's turn. Let's go take out these necro pricks. Our skeletons are such a decent enough job on these guys. Proto.
Run them through.
You can see he's taking damage, so that's still good news. Or he's down. I think he's dead though. You'll know that they're dead because they don't have a way for you to click them and target them directly. And they can still reach us with her buffs, so we're going to have at least be a little tripod of basically buffing everybody. Dora. Fire off and less spell. Little buddies doing work over here. Okay.
We shall overcome.
Start smacking on the
Attack!
horde. Engage. Proto. Move up here.
Let's hear you cry.
No sneak attack, at least acid damage. Yeah. See, he's already bloody. This troll's getting ready to die. You don't even have to look at his health to see that he's basically in a bad way. Lindsay, Dora. Make sure that I haven't put a spell that I've forgotten to put into this. No. Okay, let's just do acid. Yeah, so we know this kid. Fire damage.
Strike
huh? Okay.
as one.
I got fire damage for your buddy right here. How do you like me now? The dogs are just doing work. Finish off that troll. Really? Open enough to take it. There it goes. Yeah. Now, that one, you see, he's not dead. He's down. If you let him stay down too long, he'll literally stand back up because he's regenerated. So obviously you want to hit him with acid or fire. And even the ones that are fire immune, when they're down like that, I think you can hit them with fire and they will die. I think. But I wouldn't quote me on that. That's why you always want to have someone that has an acid cantrip, or just as a reminder, you don't have to be a caster team. You can always just tote around a bunch of acid flasks or alchemist fire. That works fine too. So just throw a flask on the jackass and he dies. You can usually hit him pretty easy too because they're already down. They have like 0 armor. Now it's just about killing the peeps.
Do not hold back.
Finish these 2 doofuses off for me.
Out of my way!
Yeah, that's some sneak attack, love. Skeleton Armada. Wow, really? What the hell's this dude rocking for some armor? 16, that's it. Whatever.
Strike!
Alright, your turn. Alright, not bad. We will clearly rest here because we're exhausted, as you see. But before we do that, we're going to collect some booty. Alright, we got all that. Oops, wrong button. Yeah, let's do a camp. Since Lindsay can't move, we're going to have to clearly do it over here. Matter of fact, we can probably lighten our load and pick it up as we leave, like always. It's all these pelts, man. Those things are heavy. Still at heavy, but not so bad that we can't move. Lindsay's still having that issue, though. Hopefully, it will allow us to rest here with her being like that. Otherwise, I'll have to unequip her gear and put it back on later. There we go. Manage. Make sure you have rations collected, checked. Everybody's where they need to be. Do that thing. Rest.
I'd give anything for a mug of hot grog. And for 2 mugs? No. After 2 mugs, they'd kick me out of the tavern. How come I never learned how to drink at the academy?
I know. It's the first thing I learned when I was in college. Alright. Camouflage, cooking. Bonus. Everybody got healed up. Continue. Didn't get mugged through the night. Everybody's good to go.
Follow if you dare.
Take your loot. We're overweight, but if we find a shop anywhere, we can immediately start selling. Now the question is where's the shop? I'm betting that the ruined tower don't have Jack and Doodley. Stop. This It's telling us to get to the bandit camp. We have to go this way, which means we have to come around. That sucks. Let's go to this lone house. And we got to get back towards town anyway, so we can do that little check. And it's about the 15th of the month, so I definitely want to do that. Continue there. We'll go to the lone house, see what it has to offer. Hopefully we won't get tired before we get there. We are straight up out of camping supplies.
A rest.
Oh, come
Would be
on.
welcome.
Really? Well, one person isn't tired. I guess that'll have to do. We're not exhausted, at least, so there's that. And we do have all our spells back, so there's that as well. This is one of the reasons, by the way, you want to have lesser restoration. We have any of that? No. We have lesser restoration potions, though. Okay, so lesser restoration, fun fact, will take away the fatigue effect. It won't last forever, so you'll probably get fatigued in the same damn map that you're in right now. But for the short term, you can remove the penalty. Okay, so drop everything to make sure you're under weight again, so that you're happy. Remember, this is a permanent map, so we can come back to it later. These little goblin summonings, man, they're going to be profitable for me. I'm going to get rid of most of these swords for the time being, though. And armor, and pelts, because they're heavy. And again, we'll pick them up when we leave, because that's money in the bank. Alright, how do I feel about that? It's pretty good. Masswork longsword, yeah, that's cool. Cat's grace, flying traps, vanish, and ear-piercing scream. We'll give that to Lindsay. She'll have the ability to cast that spell as a bard anyway, so that's a nice little buff for her. So now let's get rid of this fatigue effect, okay? It's just a kind of a waste, so these are expensive potions, but I really don't want to be penalized in an area that we're going to be fighting bad guys. So just do that. You do the same thing. Let's do the same thing. Okay, now we definitely want to buff
Let
up.
us not hesitate.
Because this is an area of bad guys.
Adayanan. Ona Adayanan. Ona Adayanan. Ona
I am never
Adayanan.
wrong.
No one stands in my way.
What troubles you?
Lindsay doesn't have anything that she can
Let's
buff us
move
with. That's
already.
fine. She
I
can
will see
summon
this
her
through.
Puppy Armada. And we'll save the skeletons for the time being. Oh, we do want, where's that? No. Yes. Mage armor. Mage armor. Mage armor. Okay. Now we feel good about ourselves. Now. Quick save to make sure that we're okay. Let's see, herbies. Where the hell are you going? It's a weird way to get to the herbs. But whatever. We got a road.
I'm there.
Fork in the road. Dead bodies. Let's avoid that way. Banditos.
Don't hold back!
Alright, I think we can handle this. And we have two bandits, it looks like. Nothing fancy. Hell, our dogs will probably be able to handle it. So we're gonna surprise round. None of the bandits get to well, sorry, this bandit gets to act. So he can charge us, and that can be a thing. So I am going to delay my turn until after him. See how far he gets. Haha. Now I'm gonna move Proto Witch up to here. This guy's within range of her acid cantrip. See the yellow?
Run
He hasn't
them
attacked, so
through.
he's flat-footed. Oh, damn it, surprise round. I forgot she can't move and attack in the same round, unless it's like a 5-foot stutter step. I keep forgetting. For instance, like this. 5 foot, cast a cantrip. But he wouldn't have been in range, I don't think, so it's just as well. Lindsay, go ahead and just shoot.
Serves you right.
Liza. Can you attack? You can attack. Charge this way. Puppies. And they don't really have any combat tactics. They just straight up come in and attack. So they just move as fast as they can, which is fine. That's usually what your pets are supposed to go for. This guy's
Hear you
surrounded, so
cry.
attack love. Oh, wow, really? Oof. He hit her hard with a solid 18 swing. Was it a crit? I don't think it was a crit. It wasn't a crit. He's a tough swing. Oh, he's got strong. ability. That's a +10. Alright. Dora, you want to do this thing. Finish this food. At least do solid damage to him. These guys are tougher than I thought they would be. Lindsay?
You deserved it.
Get her rapid shot so she can hit
We
more than
shall
once.
overcome.
That was lame sauce. There we go.
Die!
That was worse than I wanted it to be. We took some damage. We're going to just take the money loot. Again, we'll leave the other stuff and come back for it as we leave the area. So I'm not worried about that. She's taking damage. Again, I don't like to hoard. So if we have scrolls that will heal, use them. Just to top people back off. There's plenty of chances for people to crit you naturally anyway, so why risk, you know, them critting you and killing your character off? Remember, we lost her to the Stag Lord. Not the 2 videos ago.
Dispatch those fools!
Okay, they got a fresh kill over here too, little jackasses. Oh, and their own little summoner. Bandit Conjure. Oh, okay. Oh, I see how it is. You, madam. There's no surprise round, so now I can move her. And I can either sneak attack one of these bastards, or out the spell. I like that. Didn't get the other guy, though. He reflexed out of it. Dora. Time for you to buff your weapon up, sunshine. Charge this fool. Not bad. Eliza. The dogs will be here in a moment.
These
He's right
magic
here
should be
now, might
used
as
in
well.
other ways.
Oh, they won't let you charge, huh? Okay. You can
Attack!
come over here and swing. Hit him. Yeah! And then move in front of this doofus so that he engages you. Puppy. Another puppy. And yet another puppy. Teeny tiny Lindsay. Good news is she has that nice crossbow, so she has a really good range.
Any last wishes?
Take damage, fool. He's just going to keep doing this trick over and over again. So we can see what his trick is. Basically the same as mine. That's how I actually got the idea. I don't want to waste another spell like that. Let's finish this
Out
guy
of
off
my
with
way!
or something similar. Dora.
This
Finish him
will
off.
hurt!
Really? Wow. A tough little nugget.
Strike as one. Do not
Mess with
hold
that
back.
wolf. There we go. Lindsay Love. Closer.
This is where I step in.
Oh, whiff. Ooh, we got interrupted. Thank you, Duggar. Your turn to... actually, we're going to delay so that Dora can get up here.
You should have run!
Alright, you don't need to do sneak attack. We got it. Let's do a quick save here because there's a possible lockpick. Nope, but there is Amulet of Agile Fist and Merchant's Lair, so we'll steal that. And I see stuff over here. More herbs. Again, I don't know why they keep giving me so many damn herbs.
I do what
Let's
I
look
must.
at that loot. So we just picked up a Amulet of Agile Fist. So again, for your monk. Now, if she was dexterous, this is the necklace that she would wear, where her, if she was weapon finessing her punches, her attack for her fists, which I can actually simulate here by doing this, her attacks are 6 and a 6. That's because of her strength so high. If she was a dex-based character, this would be much lower. If she had weapon finesse, they'd go back to being high again, because it would use her dex modifier. So it's like weapon finessing with your fists. But her damage would still be lackluster. But if you have agile fists, necklace on, then your dex modifier again now gets added to your damage, much like your strength would. So this is a way for an agile monk to do damage. So agile fist +1 through 5 or 6 is awesome. Obviously she doesn't need that. She has other ways to do damage. So that's sell materials, my point. And I picked up stuff I don't want to carry, so we're just going to drop it. Just because it's heavy. Okay. Save again. Oh, we had a note. What was that note? If we sort by newest to oldest. Merchant's Letter. My sweet Lexan. I just received a letter from... No, I gotta read it the right way. I just received a letter from you and rushed immediately to answer. I want you to get word from me as soon as you arrive in New Stedfen. With all these endless travels of yours, I've become an expert on roads and settlements myself. Little Ketri asks about his father's whereabouts every night instead of a bedtime story. Then I get a map and show him, here's our Galt, and these are the stolen lands. There's Brevoy, and this is the road our father is riding on right now. Then we wish you good night and go to sleep. Everything is all right here. The workers you've hired finally finished painting the walls and fixing the roof. Now sitting at the very top of our house is that marvelous forged weathercock you brought from Numeria. It's perching up there and watching around. What's there behind the horizon? Maybe the master is on his way home? Ron the Baldhead, it's a good name, returned recently. He somehow missed each other in Miven. He told a bunch of tall stories about his adventures, as he usually does. Told us there is a hodag living in the woods in the southern stolen lands. I almost fainted on the spot. That's the forest you pass by every time. Maybe Ron just lies. God knows he usually does. But I beg you to take care and choose the other road to skip, coming near the damn forest. I'm writing this now and can't keep my tears from running. I'm just not myself without you. The only joy I have is watching little Ketri. His face and yours are as like as two peas. He even frowns just like you. You always bring me some presents, dresses, or shoes. Now this turquoise brooch you promised last time. But I need none of that. The only thing I need is you by my side, safe and sound. Take care of yourself. Be back soon. Your beloved Olika and Ketri. Ah, that's the guy that's dead on the road. And this is the turquoise brooch that he was going to give his wife. That straight up sucks. That is a very bad thing to add to a game, guys. Alright, anyway, moving on. We have to try to see if we can give that brooch to her somehow. Oh, we have a sign. It's odd. Sign says, proceed with caution, traps ahead. Alright. Give my thumb on the space bar so I can pause.
I was successful in my search.
Okay. We have a path here. Is the path safe?
That is quite a discovery.
Alright. More. Thank God the puppies don't trip these things. Bartholomew Delgado.
I'm there.
Oh! They didn't supposed to. Alright, screw that noise. I wonder if there's a way to make these things go away. I suppose we could kill them. I mean,
Let's
that sounds
move
creepy,
already.
but we can force attack things, can't we?
I won't be halted. Spell's not working like that.
No, not letting us. How about
I stand
you, Eliza,
ready.
Can you attack these things?
These
Or-
magics should be used in other ways.
I wish there was a, like the L button works for my dispelling of area of effects. I wish there was something that would make the damn pets count go away. Because those things will last for a minute per caster level. She's caster level 5, guys. That's 5 minutes of us waiting here like dumbasses. So let's not go that way. Well, let's trigger the first trap. Or show up the first trap, sorry.
I was successful
Like
in
so.
my search.
Go this way, maybe.
In due
Go away
time.
from it. Ooh, treasure. Alright, so now there's another trap over here somewhere, right?
Over there!
Oh hell, there's another one there. You stay away from that trap.
That is
You
quite
stay
a
away from that trap.
discovery.
Damn it, dogs! Okay, this is annoying. It didn't used to be that your pets would trigger traps. I wonder what that's about.
In due time.
So actually we're gonna unlock that first one again, just so we can see where it starts.
I was
If
successful
for no other
in my
reason than it's a
search.
nice reminder. Okay. And again, you will see, good news is, pause it, you can see the faint outline of the trap here in slight orange/red. So, see if we can circumvent this going another way.
I'm there.
Again, being careful as to not trigger any more traps that might be in the area. Ooh, always looking for loot though. Just say a bark. The bark is charred and blackened in places. Okay, so that means there's traps that way then too. Well, we have the dead bodies over here. We can check this out, I guess.
I
Is it
do
path?
what I must.
So to speak. we know about these dice.
That is quite a
Yeah,
discovery.
treasure. Looks like these bandits died after triggering a trap. And let that be a lesson to you. Oh, bastard sword +1. We'll give that to Valerie. She's a bastard sword swinging son of a bitch. Let's go through these trees. Less likely to be traps in the trees, I'm thinking. Sweet syrup. We just stole someone's syrup
I'm off.
stash. That's probably that Delgado guy that was by the traps up here. The fact that he's named and didn't seem hostile
I'm there.
could mean we have a vendor. Go this way.
Interesting.
Over there.
This guy's screaming.
Pay attention.
These dogs are freaking idiots. Okay. How do we do this? How do we
In
do this?
due time.
First, get the treasure. Click on that in case there's something that shows up with that. The moment we see a trap, let's grab our syrup. The moment we see a trap, we need a backpedal. I suppose I could send one person ahead. That's not the guy, the lady that summons the dogs. After we see the traps, of course.
Interesting.
Like so. Right, pull back, so to speak. And
I
just send
am
Dora
never wrong.
ahead.
I
There's
do
another
what
one
I
that's here,
must.
remember, so we just won't get too close to us. Obviously, I've missed my perception check, and I don't want to trigger it. What does Wayne want? A barefoot young man in tattered clothes stands before you. His eyes dart about wildly, and his matted hair sticks up in dirty spikes. Help! Help! The young man yells, even though you're right in front of him. What's wrong with you? What happened? Help! Help! Oh, the man stops, screams, subsides as he finally notices your presence. I'm Wayne, he manages at last. His eyes are wide, so wide they look like they might fall out of sockets. So Wayne, what happened? Traitors. We're traitors. Lexan and me. Oh, that's the guy. Wayne waves his hand vaguely as he relaxes as he starts to babble. We usually come to visit the local mage, bring him food, and he gives us magic trinkets in exchange. He last came a month ago, left him some supplies. We were riding back today, and we wanted to stop and pick up an order he promised to complete. Well, Lexan stayed to guard the cart while I went to the mage's house. The mage has a bunch of traps around his house. Oh, that's the guy over there. Scares off the trolls, you see. He even put a warning sign up by the road so people wouldn't get hurt. You just have to stick to the road. Trolls are stupid, can't read, so they get caught. Apparently so do dogs. But I didn't stick to the road. I thought I saw something glittering in the underbrush as soon as I approached. Boom! Suddenly I was flying upside down. Wayne lifted his hand sharply to mimic the blast. When I landed, I was too scared to move. So many traps around, I wouldn't survive a second. Boom. Where are your boots? Wayne looks at his feet, perplexed. He moves his toes as though trying to feel out the inside of an invisible boot. Boom, he answers at last. Well, he blew his boots off. So how long have you been standing there? Wayne stares at you blankly for a moment, then shrugs. 4 hours? Maybe more? Wait, you've been standing here screaming in fear for 4 hours because there might be traps around you? Wayne stares at you silently for a moment, then nods. So, do you want to get back to the road? Wayne begins frankly nodding, then stops, thinks the matter over, and begins frankly shaking his head instead. No, I want to go. I'm just going to stay here. So we can convince him to go. So the way back to the road is free of traps. Wayne, we just came from there after we heard your screaming. Come on, we'll make sure you get back safely. So we could say, follow us. And we have a nice diplomacy check of 15. DC is 15. So we have a really good chance that this will just pass. I think we can fail still on a crit failure. But the intimidate check again just is better, but it's chaotic good. So basically, we let him lead the way. We basically kick his ass to the main road, which seems mean, which is why it's chaotic good. Or we could just no check at all, and he will still do this. And we basically let him do his thing. We're going to do the lawful good one. The way back to the road is free of traps, Wayne. We just came from there after we heard you screaming. Come on, we'll make sure you get back safely. She passes the check and got some XP. I'll try. Just stay near, please. Maybe hold my hand, or could you carry me, please? Could you? No, I'm not going to carry you, big baby. Okay,
We
Dora,
should move.
follow him this way. Alright. So Wayne, get the whole team now. Wayne,
I'm off.
back to the road. Come on, dogs. Don't get anywhere near those traps. Now remember, this is the guy, partner, the one who died down the road, and his wife with the letter and the brooch, so maybe we can talk to him about that. The thank you, Wayne's teeth are still chattering, but he seems to be focusing better. Thank you. You saved my life. We found Lexon. He's dead. Here's his brooch. Give it to his relatives so they have something to remember him by. Dead. That's awful. May Pharasma save his soul. Yes, Lexon bought this brooch for his wife. Said it was a birthday present. Thank you. I'll make sure she gets it. And thanks again for all you've done for me today. 900 XP and we lost the turquoise brooch. Well, obviously, we could have sold that if you wanted to be the evil playthrough or just weren't paying attention. But I'll take 900 XP instead of gold any day. And we got a nice little level up for Lindsay, so let's quick save that. Alright, Bard, what do you got? If we ever want to get crazy with Lindsay to have her melee, remember, just because she's a tiny person doesn't mean she can't swing a sword or wield a rapier. She's more dex-based, so obviously you'd probably weapon finesse her, but she's not exactly frontline material without some effort. Having said that, if you wanted to, bards are spontaneous casters too, and they can go Dragon Disciple. Notice what you need to get to be able to do it. You need to be a sorcerer of some kind, either the Imperial, Sylvan, Sage, a regular sorcerer, and a regular sorcerer has to pick a background. They have to pick a Draconic bloodline, as you can see, black, blue, blah, 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 blah. Or you can be a bard. So again, if we pick on this, you can actually see it doesn't say bard in here, but the moment that she unlocks the ability to do it, she'll be Dragon Disciple level 1, and that checks this box, so to speak. But only spontaneous arcane casters can do this. So that's Elder Scions, which are a subclass of Magus, or the sorcerers that we mentioned, or a bard. She also needs to cast first level arcane spells. She gets that at level 1, so no problem there. She also needs Knowledge Arcana 5, so that's her limiting factor. If we ever wanted her to do this, a 4-level dip in Dragon Disciple is not horrible. She'll get like a breath weapon. That's kind of the type of dragon that she picks. She gets to choose what type of dragon she's related to, which is awesome. And she gets like strength +2 at level 2. Dragon Disciple, she'll get another strength +2 at level 4. And she'll get like some natural armor bonus besides for the thick dragon hide that she has. So by going Dragon Disciple 4, she could get herself from an 8 strength to a 12. It's not horrible, and it's free. Just saying. I probably won't, but if you wanted to, I've seen weirder things. I'll keep her straight, Bard. She is good at charisma things, and her spells are based on charisma. So if you wanted to push this up every time, I would not say no. Having said that, she's also dexterous, so it's kind of important that she hits her targets with her bow, her crossbow, her whatever. So having this go up to at least an 18 is not the worst idea ever. I want to have her trickery go up. Remember, she can do traps and stuff too, which, by the way, I should be disarming these damn traps. I don't know what I was thinking. But she's also persuasive. Remember her charisma. She also is knowledgeable in all these things. So the higher her bard levels is, the more her bardic knowledge is. See that +1? It'll go up to a +2, all the way up to a +10 by the end of her build. So Arcana, World, Nature, and Religion will become her cup of tea, even without her really investing in it heavily. Having said that, it's probably not the worst idea ever to have her be an expert at something. What is kind of on you, but you can see we already got teammates that are pretty good at all these things. She can be really good at them, though, which is pretty damn funny. I really want her persuasion up. It's nice that she has her persuasion up. Maybe a little in Arcana. There we go. From here, she's a spontaneous caster, so just like my other guy, eventually she'll get the ability to, at level 5, they'll say, do you want to keep all these spells? You can recycle one every so often. So that's some good news. But again, that's how we'll get rid of something like Sleep, a spell that's not going to be very useful for much longer. So on that, let's get her something useful. Heroism is a nice teammate buff. And Delay Poison is an amazing teammate buff. That could be her or the team. Anyone on the team. So that's a nice 1-2 punch in my opinion.
What
Alright,
troubles
Lindsay
you?
Love. I'm going to put that over here because that's a buff. I'm going to put that over here because that's a buff. And we're going to put the healing over here because it can be an attack if we want it to be. She has now, of course, the Inspire Confidence. Oh, and I almost forgot she has her... Yeah, she got her armor. Yes,
Rizzi.
Dark skin. Yeah, Lindsay. She can cast that on someone else, by the way. She don't have to cast that on herself, I don't think. It occurred to me while we was doing all this mess that I can disarm traps. I don't know what I was thinking about leaving the traps there. We'll do a quick save before we do this mess, but
I'm there.
we need to decide who's going to do this. Alright, so she's the obvious choice, but so's Lindsay. Lindsay needs XP, but so does she, so do I. And I'd like to ding sooner than later, so let's give it to me. I have 12, so let's give myself the
I will see this
trick
through.
bonus. Now remember, this is competence. And why is that important? Because Lindsay just got a competence buff.
Forth.
Notice, if she activates her song, it's a +2. This is only a +1. So if I can't make this check, or if another +1 bonus would be better, obviously it is, I should have her sing this song while I'm trying to disarm the trap. I'll get a +2. But I think we'll probably be able to do it. Yeah, usually I'm above the area of effect, or the DC check. Usually, because, again, I'm higher level than I should be. So what was the trickery on that? 20. And I had an 11, no, not 11, I had a 13. So I had a 7 or better would pass it. That's not bad. That's not bad. Now we know there's another one over here somewhere, right? Yeah, right up here by this tricky trap. Ooh, the dogs are going.
I see something.
Thank God.
I was successful in my search.
Okay, so same deal. This
Just
time we'll do
letting
the
me
song.
in dry.
I'll take care of it.
Quick save. Select him to get the trap.
I
You'll
wrote
have
it
her
like I
turn
saw
off the
it.
song right in the middle of it. It'll last long enough for him to do the
That
trick.
was easy.
See, so he'll have a 14, not a 13. So the +2, like I said. Now if I have him go over
I'm
here,
always ready.
Our time has come.
because we shut off her song, he will lose the effect. So I'm just going to buff him.
Ha! A trivial task.
And again, 13, not 14. Just to prove that Lindsay is better for buffing. But in a pinch, that guidance, like I said, that come in real handy. So we got 2 traps there. We should probably stay on the path until we find the other ones. I'm assuming there's more.
Follow if you dare.
There's Delgado.
That is quite a
Treasure.
discovery.
Dwarven Helm Shard. That's a quest item. You get all the pieces, and he'll forge it into the actual helmet back at the storyteller.
I'm there.
We're going to talk to Delgado in a minute, but I want to explore the tops of the map real quick. While we're here, we're cutting into the trees, checking out his territory.
I do
of course.
what I must.
Oop, look, the bad guy, Trap Man, has stuff
Got it.
for me. Totally wanted that. What is this? We have a cozy house stands away from the main road, an excellent place for a hermit. Okay. And the fence is low and there are no gates. The owner of this place doesn't seem to be afraid of intruders. He's got traps everywhere to blow everybody up. Summon spiders and shit. Alright, let's save this before we talk to this fool. Hey, buddy. Bartholomew Delgado, clearly a mage of some kind. A middle-aged man stands before you. His clothes are not too gaudy, but tasteful. Despite living in the wilderness, he looks well-groomed, even dapper. His mustache is slick, and the nails on agile, soft hands are meticulously polished. What a pleasant surprise. Welcome, Your Grace. Would you like a cup of tea? Something stronger, perhaps. It's a great honor for a humble hermit entertaining such an important personage. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Bartholomew Delgado at your service. How may I be of assistance? You seem to be an educated man. What are you doing in these woods? I'm simply a humble researcher in the field of esoteric sciences, and I have chosen this location to work in peace, away from the noise of the city. When the environment is quiet and the air is fresh, ink just begs to be set to paper. Those traps in the woods, are they yours? They're mine, yes. You see, while I'm happy to welcome guests, I prefer those who are capable of coherent speech. I have neither interest in nor desire to waste my time with fighting off every monster that comes across my dwelling. But I did leave a safe passage for those who can read. I even installed a sign. You must have seen it. What about local bandits? Do they ever bother you here? They tried once. Now they make every effort to stay away. They should only show up if they don't have any other options, and even then they just politely ask me to enchant their arrows. Sometimes even those who can read get caught in your traps. A trader by the name of Wayne, for instance. Oh, Wayne. Frankly, I wonder what was going on in his brain that he'd rush into the forest, being perfectly aware of the danger. Obviously, if you hadn't rescued him, I would, just a bit later, after he'd learned his lesson. The dude waited for 4 hours, bro. Thank you for satisfying my curiosity. Do you have anything for sale? Certainly do. Alright, let's sell off some of our stuff. Keeping one of those swords, of course. Let's do it by price. Keeping that. Don't need the agile necklace. Don't need... Well, I'll keep the ring of protection. Someone back in base can use it. I don't need the masterwork longsword, though. I don't need... that's about it. We'll bring more stuff back to him. But we got a decent amount of cash. Let's see what he has for sale. Giant Slayers class. +2 dodge against the giant subtype only. Ring of protection +2. Solid money, but in tiara that'll let you be intelligent. +2 to your intelligence. Decent cloak. Con, dex belt. Bag of holding. There you go. This vendor will repopulate his stuff at some point in the game, from what I understand. So buying this now is a good idea, and then you can probably buy another one when he repopulates his thing. Notice he also has Wands of Acid Arrow, cheap version and the more expensive version, so it's just the number of charges in it. I highly recommend you grab at least one, just to have it on your person. He has scrolls. Ooh, and a pouch of feather tokens. We needed that, remember, for that quest. Just one is enough. And then we have scroll of whole person, haste, greater magic, fireball, dumping the ball, scorching ray, acid arrow. We have that book already, and everything else looks normal. Boom. Now, why did I buy all that garbage? Remember, we can scribe stuff into our books first. Check my character. He can do haste. Yes, please. And fireball. Yes, please. Can't use them yet. I don't care. I'd rather know that they're in my kitty. She can do the same. She can do ones that I can't, though. Whole person is a fine example. Summon monsters is a fine example. And acid arrow, which apparently I already have. So that's why it's not green for me. But that's a nice upgrade. Now, if you look at her book, she just got herself whole person. A nice enchantment spell to literally paralyze the target. That's awesome. She got a summon monster spell and acid arrow spell. So she's doing pretty good. Oh, and she's got a spell slot for some reason. Did she level up and I just didn't catch that? Must have. Or I gave her some gear that increased her intelligence, perhaps. Let's see. What do we want? What do we want? What do we want? I want, I want web. Crowd control is extremely valuable in this game. You have no idea how useful spells like that can really be. Alright, anyway, let's save that. Talk to him again. Question about the traps. Never mind. I'll leave farewell. Okay, apparently he doesn't have anything else to say to us.
In due time.
Seems a little weird.
There's something here.
There's a trap here. It's like another path, so to speak.
Interesting.
Okay. The dogs are gone, so I
I
can
was successful in
take my
my search.
time
I'm
here.
there.
Bring stuff around. Looks like we're pretty good. It looks like we got traps all over the place. Here, a couple here.
Follow if you
just
dare.
get your happy ass away from that trap, buddy boy. Start disarming this stuff. Again, Lindsay could do her
Anything is
song
possible.
while I
It's
rush
time
ahead.
to act. A trivial task.
But that burns up her
Adventures
song
call to
very
them.
quickly. I mean, really, though, what else can you use it for? It's either that or to use it for buffing for attacks. So
Let us
it's
not
better
hesitate.
than this, but this is still pretty good.
I am never wrong. That was easy.
He's getting a nice little chunk of XP for doing these things. So this is working out well.
I
You,
stand ready.
do that thing again if you will.
We should move. My skills are absolute.
Okay. Now we know there's more where Wayne
A
was.
trivial task.
It doesn't mean there's
I
not
do
more over
what I
here.
must.
Quick save so we accidentally walk through some. We can scum save it.
That is quite a discovery.
I'm there.
Did we really explore this way all that much?
In due time.
Okay, looks like we got one here.
Together we stand.
I'm always ready.
Hey,
It's time to act.
you saw someone that XP.
A trivial task.
How's he doing? Oof. Like 5 or so more of those things and he'll have it.
I'm off.
Alright, so now we're in the woods again. By this guy's house. This is where Wayne
I
was
was
at.
successful in my
Oh,
search.
you just hold your roll there, buddy. Found another trap. And we found a barn? I guess? To the basement. Oh, well, this is for the wizards. Or whatever that guy is. His territory. We'll take a look at that after we clear the map.
I'm there.
Slowly, of course, because he's a bomb-happy son of a bitch.
I do what I must.
Well, clearly we're disarming this one.
I will see this through.
This guy's
I
crazy,
am
man.
never wrong.
You know, like those
I'll
preppers
take care of it.
you hear so much about. I bet he's got this place just stocked full of, like, food,
Impossible.
toilet paper.
Our time has come.
Waiting for the coronavirus to take his friend's life so he can
My
rob him blind.
skills are absolute.
Bastard.
That was easy.
Alright. Anywho. Let's go this way. What's this? That stone is covered with soot.
That is quite a
Traps are
discovery.
nearby. And avoid
Over
that
there.
one,
If
that
you
one
dare.
too. One over here as well. Does not appear to be. Save that mess. Alright. Top of the map.
In due time.
Clearly we want to get rid of the traps. The reason we're getting rid of the traps is not just the XP, guys. It's if we fight like monsters in the area and we get like run into the traps, that's a bad idea.
I
So
will not
we're trying
falter.
to basically clear the area.
We should move.
Battle, for lack of a better description.
It's time to act. Ha! A trivial task.
I stand ready.
I am never wrong.
He's about ready to pop. This is awesome.
I'll take care of it. Ugh, what a failure.
Let us not hesitate.
Give me that buff one more time, kid.
I'm always ready. My skills are absolute.
Okay.
A trivial task.
Hot, hot. Like 2 or 3 more, baby.
I'm there.
Alright, let's go back to the safe area. And come back around here, Wayne's area, because I remember there was a couple traps over there. If you will recall. And one
Pay
here.
attention.
Yeah, the other one. Aha, okay. I'll say I knew there was 2.
We should move.
I will see this through.
You.
I am never wrong.
Get that XP.
That was easy.
Nice, nice.
I'm off.
Safely come over here.
Together we stand.
Process.
It's time to act.
Boom.
Ha! A trivial task.
Oh, come on, like one more. Is there another one in the area? You know, we should be doing too, by the way.
Our time has come.
Being very dumb about this. One, we have everyone buffed. Quick save it. And I should have everyone highlighted and stealthing.
Escaping from sight.
I'm just traipsing through the forest looking for traps, not even thinking about people.
I'm there.
So we got the other traps. This might be all.
Over there.
Or not. That'll be the last one I need. Anything else? Another one over here maybe? Or one over there? Okay, you people. Bandit leader. Haha.
In due time.
Oh, a treasure. Sneak over there, grab that treasure. Yeah. You don't see us stealing from you. Shut up. I hate you so much. Okay. We may be able to stealth up on this trap and disarm it. Oh, let's think about this.
I'm always ready.
I don't have an invisibility spell. That doesn't mean I don't have one in
Stand ready.
the vault of potions that we have. So, the only reason we're doing this, by the way, it'll make me level. That's not the reason. If I stealth with stealth on, as you see, we're getting our 13 stealth right now. But if I pop, say, vanish, invisibility potion, or
I'll take care of
greater
it.
invisibility potion or spell, then I will actually be a plus 20 to my stealth. He can move up, stealth the check, level up, stealth back, and then we'll get the team ready, buffed up for that fight, because clearly there's a bad guy over there. So the only way to do this is I have vanish potion, invisibility potion. The vanish potion is only going to last for 1 round. No. Invisibility potion will last for 3 minutes. The downside of that is not downside. The
My skills
problem with
are
that though is
absolute.
it's not really 3 minutes. And by the way, you don't have to be the one that drinks the potion. If it's in your kitty, you can select this arrow and select anyone on your team to make them drink it, kind of thing. But if you just want to be the one that drinks it, you can just click the potion itself, and it's implied that you want to be the one that chugs it.
I am
Alright, I've
never
got a buff
wrong.
on me. I'm invisible. Check my stats for stealth. Even higher, right? Nice 20 for the invisibility. So now I go over here and do this thing.
A trivial task. Follow if
Everybody
you
back
dare.
the hell up. I just saw another bad guy now. Troll! Alright. But, saving that. With the time, though, it's been another hour plus. I'd say that it's time to stop it. This will be our start of our next fight, guys. So with that, my name is Brother Meanie. Please like, subscribe, comment down below. Tell me what you guys think. I'll see you guys soon. Bye now.